Imagine you wake up tomorrow morning, grab your coffee, scroll through your phone, and every single news channel, every government website, every scientist on Earth is saying the same 3 words. We found them. Not a blurry image. Not a conspiracy theory. An actual, confirmed, undeniable alien civilization, and they know we're here. Your heart drops. Your hands shake. And suddenly the most important question in human history isn't, are we alone? Anymore. It's, what the hell do we do now? Because here's what nobody tells you. There is no presidential speech ready. There is no military plan that actually works. There is no rule book. And the next 72 hours after first contact could either be the greatest moment in human history, or the beginning of the end of everything we've ever known. Today, we break it all down. Scientifically, politically, psychologically. Stay with me, this one will change how you see the universe. Let's set the scene. A radio telescope picks up something impossible. A signal with mathematical structure, prime numbers, repeating in perfect sequence. A pattern no natural object in the universe could ever produce. The astronomers don't celebrate. They panic. Quietly. Because the first rule of a potential alien signal is, tell nobody until you're absolutely certain. The signal gets cross-checked by observatories on different continents. If they all confirm the same thing, a chain reaction begins that most governments have quietly prepared for, but never publicly admitted. Within hours, the world's most powerful intelligence agencies get the call. The Pentagon, the Kremlin, the European Space Agency, China's National Space Administration. Every major power on Earth receives the same classified briefing, because in the age of global communication, a secret this enormous lasts about 6 hours before someone leaks it. And here's what most people don't know. The United Nations actually has a loose framework for this moment. It's called the Declaration of Principles Concerning Activities Following the Detection of Extraterrestrial Intelligence. According to this document, the discovering nation must notify the UN Secretary-General, keep the signal under observation, and, most critically, not respond without international consensus. But honestly, do you really think every world leader is going to sit quietly and wait for a committee meeting? The public finds out, because they always find out. And when they do, the world splits into 3 groups almost instantly. The first group panics. Stock markets crash within minutes of official confirmation. Religious institutions go into crisis mode. If intelligent life exists out there, what does that mean for creation? For God? For the soul? Billions of people suddenly face the most destabilizing question they've ever been asked, and nobody has an answer ready. The second group celebrates. Scientists, philosophers, futurists, people who always believed we weren't alone, pour into the streets with a feeling of pure cosmic validation. Proof, at last, that consciousness isn't limited to one small blue dot. The third group, and this is the dangerous one, starts preparing for war. Because throughout human history, whenever a more advanced civilization encountered a less advanced one, the result was never good for the weaker side. The Aztecs and the Spanish. The Aboriginal Australians and the British. The pattern is brutal and consistent. And every military strategist on the planet is asking the same terrifying question. Are we the Aztecs in this scenario? Psychologists have actually studied how humans would respond to confirmed alien contact. A 2021 study published in Nature Communications found that most people would initially react with curiosity rather than terror. But that emotional stability depends entirely on one thing: perceived intent. If the aliens appear peaceful, humanity adapts. If they appear threatening, all bets are off, and civilization as we know it begins to fracture. Here's the question that keeps the world's greatest minds awake at night. Do we respond at all? Stephen Hawking spent his final years warning humanity about exactly this. He said reaching out to an alien civilization would be dangerously risky, and his analogy was chilling. It's like Native Americans watching a ship appear on the horizon. You have no idea whether the people on that ship want to trade, explore, or conquer. So the scientific community is divided. One camp says stay silent, don't confirm our location, don't respond, just observe. The other camp says we're already too late. Our radio and television signals have been leaking into space for over 100 years. Any civilization advanced enough to receive them already knows exactly where we are. But if we do respond, who speaks for humanity? The United States? China? The United Nations? A single scientist? This is where it gets genuinely impossible. Because there is no elected representative of the human race. No Earth government. We are 8 billion people, speaking thousands of languages, practicing hundreds of religions, divided by borders and centuries of conflict. To an alien civilization watching from above, we probably look less like a unified species and more like a planet that hasn't figured itself out yet. The most realistic first message would be mathematical, universal constants, physical laws, a star map. But the deeper message hidden inside all of it would be the most important words ever transmitted across the cosmos. We exist. We're aware. And we come in peace. We hope. Here's what nobody wants to say out loud, but everyone is thinking. Finding alien life doesn't just change science. It changes the story we tell about ourselves. For thousands of years, every human civilization has placed itself at the center of everything. Spiritually, philosophically, literally. We are the point. We are the purpose. And the moment we confirm we are not alone, that story shatters overnight. We become one of potentially millions of civilizations scattered across a galaxy so vast it makes our entire recorded history look like a single heartbeat. And maybe, just maybe, that's the most important thing that could ever happen to us. Right now, humanity is distracted. We're fighting over borders, over resources, over politics. We're damaging our own planet. But the moment we look up and see something looking back, all of those divisions start to feel very, very small. Every war in human history has been fought between groups of humans. But when the other is no longer another nation or tribe, when the other came from the stars, we might, for the very first time, remember that we are all on the same team. First contact won't just be a scientific discovery. It will be a mirror, the most honest one humanity has ever looked into. And what we see reflected will tell us far more about ourselves than about whoever is out there. So the real question was never, what happens if we find aliens tomorrow? The real question is, will we be ready? If this video made you think differently about our place in the universe, share it with someone who needs their mind expanded today. And drop one comment below. If you had a single message to send to an alien civilization, what would it say? Until next time, keep looking up. The universe is far bigger than you think.